This is Peace News Now. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2013. Silver's trading at $22 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $82 per Bitcoin. Yesterday, the New York Times printed an article written by a Guantanamo detainee named Samir Naji al-Hassan Mobel. The article is titled, "Gitmo is Killing Me." He and about 130 other people are strapped to chairs where they wait to be force-fed through tubes. This happens twice per day at random intervals, sometimes as late as 11 p.m. Over 80% of the inmates have been cleared for release, but Obama will not let them leave. There is no other person upon which the outcome of this matter rests. Obama is torturing people in an offshore prison who have not been charged with any crime. If you're a taxpayer, you're funding it. Read Samir's full letter in the show notes. In other news, parents in New York and across the country are catching opt-out fever. They're instructing their children to opt out of taking the standardized tests administered by the state. Parents complain that the results of state tests do not return to the students or the teacher, so neither has a chance to improve. Despite the state insisting that students do not have the right to opt out of the tests and must take them like any other, parents argue that it is not up to the state and that in fact they have the final say. It's not a crime to refuse the test, and a student's score has no effect on his report card, so parents are instructing their children, do not pick up the pencil, do not write your name on the test, and politely tell your teacher you are opting out. While the scores won't affect teachers' evaluations this year, beginning next year they will. That should make for some interesting conversations next parent-teacher conference. There's no such thing as good government, but the smaller and more local it gets, the less corrupt it tends to be. Look at Seattle's food forest. The 7-acre forest consists entirely of food which is free to anyone who wishes to pluck from its bounty. The forest is self-sustaining with volunteers and costs less to build than a single-family home. The money was raised by local taxes. The people of Seattle didn't make anyone else foot the bill for their garden. The garden has become a community meeting place where different cultures unite around common values. There's no reason you can't start a garden like this where you live, but to go one better, try raising the money from the people rather than the state. And police accountability activist Antonio Buehler was arrested this week on charges of criminal mischief. Antonio is well known around the Austin Liberty community for being an outspoken activist against police abuse, and he's represented a thorn in the side of Austin police. As video shows, Antonio is walking freely until he catches the law enforcer in a lie. It's then that the law enforcer attempts a compliance game, demanding Antonio sit on his police car. When Antonio asks why, he's put in handcuffs. It's not as if there aren't real crimes happening in Austin. It's just that the police choose to arrest political activists because by peacefully pointing out the violence inherent in the system, they represent a real threat to their authority. And RT.com reported this week that as Washington pushes to expand its drone warfare in Africa, hundreds have gathered in front of the White House to protest the robotic killing machines slaughtering thousands across the globe. The movement is calling on the administration to stop the use of drones on foreign soil. The coalition urges its members to stop the U.S. government as it, quote, functions as a death squad government, permitting the president and military leaders to create secret kill lists of people who have been selected for assassination. The protests couldn't have come at a better time, as at the same time that 2 mysterious bombs went off in Boston, killing 2 Americans and wounding about 30, the United States Army mistakenly lost one of their bombs, which was intended for a criminal target. That bomb landed on an innocent Afghan wedding party, killing 30 women and children. The U.S. military is offering no explanation for the accident. Are you tired of the U.S. government killing people around the world? Are you tired of having to pay for their murderous rampage? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. Bitcoin takes the power of money from government and returns it properly to the people. By continuing to use the dollar, you are helping the government. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. This has been Peace News Now, your daily update on the peaceful evolution. For links and videos, subscribe to PNN at youtube.com/peacenewsnow. For peacenewsnow.com, I'm Derek J, reminding you that badges don't grant extra rights.